What a very kind lady. She's doing a very sterling job, I had. Give her a round of applause. Anybody watching this on YouTube, I got that laugh. It wasn't for Helen, it was me, because I'm really, really funny. Honestly, I am. Irony. All familiar with the word irony? Obviously there's no Americans in here tonight. I can't see the overweight, large, obnoxious people. Irony is everywhere. And I see it on Sky Sports News yesterday, and this is a word, this is true. Every word of what I say up here is true. The Scottish Football Association banned their players from drinking alcohol whilst on duty over the weekend because they had an important game coming up. Which is fair enough. You know, you're an athlete, look after your body, we're paying your wages, do what we tell you. Sounds good in theory. However, do you know who sponsors the Scottish Football Association? Tennent's Lager. You couldn't make that shit up. And who was this great team that they were playing that had to be in tip-top condition? That mighty powerhouse of European football, Norway. JP, they must have won 4-0, Scotland. No, unfortunately they didn't. They lost 4-0 to Norway. You know, the Norwegians have now beaten Scotland, having previously killed Wales. That was quite good though, wasn't it? Right, I'll move on to comedy now, that wasn't that great. My t-shirt, I'm glad you asked, sir. I'm glad you asked. They look like Nonce wearing this, don't they, really? But Mr. Tickle was the original first Mr. Man character that was drawn by Mr. Hargreaves. The reason being, his 8-year-old son Adam asked him what a tickle looked like. So the clever man that he is, got his pen out, he drew Mr. Tickle. Now, I don't know all this, Wikipedia. I'm not that fucking sad. So I looked into Mr. Tickle a little bit deeper, and I found out that he actually has a very sinister side to him. He has a very long criminal record. How do I know this? Well, if you've got long arms, there's only one job in the world that you're really good for. Pickpocket. That's what Mr. Tickle was originally. He was a pickpocketer. And if you were foolish enough to catch him removing your wallet from your pocket, he had a get out of jail card because, I'm Mr. Tickle. I don't want to steal your wallet. I want to tickle your bottom. Now, where I come from, if you're a stranger and you're tickling people's bottoms, that makes you a fucking nonce. So, if you're wondering why I've got this t-shirt on, sir, I am not a nonce. I'm actually a pickpocket, and that was your wallet that I nicked earlier. Quite clever, that. It was, honestly. Mobile phone, I think the new Nokia 97, 96 we've got coming out. This bloody phone can do everything. Apparently, you can even get it will cook a 3-course meal for you, so good you can win Come Dine With Me. And that is technology progress. But when it first started off the mobile phone, all it would do, very basic, you'd ring someone up, say hello, and that was it. You were happy with that. But the mobile phone wasn't happy with that. We had to move into other markets, other sectors, but squeeze in other products. Products like the file fax. There's a few old people in here. Remember the file fax in the 80s? It's like a modern day version of a diary. Now, if a promoter was foolish enough to book you for the second time, wink wink, you put a diary, wouldn't you? So you remember it. Don't need it anymore, the diary's on your phone. On Scrappy. If you wanted to go into selling drugs, but you were shit at maths, you know, all the mates and it's a bit complicated for you, get a calculator. Sort it. Don't need it anymore, because it's on your phone. Now the next thing that this dreadful device, technology, moving into is your orgasm. I see a few women lighting their eyes up thinking, what the fuck's going on about their orgasm? I'm not sure about that. Well, how this is going to work in the not too distant future, you will attach a tiny, tiny, minuscule SIM card to your genitals. Notice I didn't use the C word there. Cunt, stroke, cock. That would be very vulgar, wouldn't it? So, you've got the SIM card attached. Next thing you need to do is join one of these pornographic websites and download a filthy text. So depending on what sort of mood you're in, you might be really kinky and decide, you know what, I fancy sex with one person for a change. Apparently that's quite rare these days to have sex with one person. So, you're fully aroused, you download the text, next thing you need to do is press the send button, text goes straight to the genitals, instant orgasm. Is that not clever? Now, if you're worried as a gentleman that you might arrive a bit too early, which is a technical word for that horrible disease of arriving premature ejaculation, I've thought of this. I've put a lot of work into this comedy, it might not show always. So, how do you stop yourself from arriving too early, JP? Join the 3 network. You could be waiting days, possibly fucking weeks for your text to be arriving. Oh, what's that, is it? I'll have to dub the last one on the YouTube clip for that one now. Right, the definition of unlucky, apart from sitting in the audience listening to me and Mr. Tickle, the Nonce, the definition of unlucky is going to DFS, which is obviously bad enough. But can you imagine being the poor person, the one person in the world who's actually paid 3 grand for that 16-piece Moroccan sofa? How fucking good is that? You bought the sofa, you've only gone in to buy a 3-piece sofa, but you've got a shoebox in London that you paid £2.5 £250,000, or probably worth about 220. You've got a 16-piece sofa. You've got it in the kitchen, you've got it in the bathroom, there's a tiny bit of a bedroom, you know, it's fucking everywhere, this thing. It's breathing like a rabbit. So you finally sit down there, turn your telly on, the DFS advert comes on. It's only every 10 minutes, it's like on rotation, isn't it? There you go. Oh, who's that jumping up and down on the same sofa that I've got? It's the white middle class Daily Mail readers, all mentally masturbating, but they're only going to pay fucking 300 quid for the same sofa, and if that's not bad enough, they're going to get 4 years interest-free credit. Well, at which time, DFS will be out of business, and it will cost them absolutely fuck all for the same sofa that you paid 3 grand for. That really is unlucky. Right, what should we move on to the bottom of your hand, JP? How about we go with, this is all planned, so I don't know what I'm saying, honestly. Climate change. Not a funny subject? No, there is a bit of humour in this, don't worry. Climate change. Now the problem with climate change is too many cars on the road. CO2 emissions is killing us all softly, not even with music, that's not used to be. Now, nobody's come up with a solution. There's a problem, too many cars. So what's the solution? Step forward, the Nobel Peace Prize winner, 2010, Mr. Tickle, aka AP Hayes. All we need to do is kill all driving instructors. Simple. You're not following that one. We kill all the driving instructors. There's no more little fuckers passing the test, which reduces the numbers, not so many cars, less car emissions. You're probably thinking, well, that sounds very good on paper, JP, but the government won't be too happy with that. The amount of revenue that this is going to lose the government, they won't be happy with that. Always thinking, I've come up with a solution to that. We will open up a nationwide franchise across England where we teach young people to kill driving instructors. It's very shit, isn't it? £30 an hour, twice a week, 4 months, bring it out. We don't want to teach you too much too quickly, do we? After that, we make them sit the test. 75% of people fail the test, they have to go through the system all around again. Does that sound familiar, this stuff? Of course it does. And you're probably thinking, oh, that sounds very good, JP, but how are you going to brand? You know, what sort of name is this school going to have? You've heard of BSM? British School of Motoring? Not anymore. It's called the British School of Murdering. See, all this stuff is all thought out, even though it doesn't look it. I think I'm going to finish off that. I think Roger Hargreaves is on his way with his lawyer to sue me for defamation. Teenage males, it's usually males. The guys have the trousers around the knees. You seen these guys? Sure, a couple. Somebody say yes, we've seen them. God for that. Now, these guys have an amazing ability to run, walk, football, anything, without the trousers going past the knee. So there's obviously some magical formula or substance inside the trousers, like Velcro, that stops them falling past their knee. Well, England is the European capital of child teenage pregnancies. How about we get that same stuff and impregnate it into young teenage girls' knickers and skirts and stop them falling down to their ankles so quickly? Wouldn't that be genius? Right, I've left you all my patent ideas. You're probably all going to rob them and steal them. I must say, actually, I've been quite good tonight for a change. This is a fantastic crowd. Full Truck Sam's looking good. Camera woman's looking good. You're looking very, very, very... You can feel the Blackton after. But I think I've been quite good. You guys, without a shadow of a doubt, obviously, you've been absolutely fantastic. I'm not even going to use the asterisks to cuss you all. You've been absolutely brilliant. You've got some great acts coming up. Keep coming to Mama John's every other Thursday and spread the word. Thank you very, very much. Cheers.